Hello out there, this is Hodi from the medieval folk metal band from Germany, Feuerschwanz. You're listening to the Dan Chan Show on Hard Rock Hell Radio, so raise your horns, have a good time, and listen to good music. Cheers.
Okay, so I got Hodi here with me. How are you, mate? How's everything with you?
Yeah, great, feeling good. We had a good album release so far, and also released another video this week.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see how the people will like it.
Well, I was going to say, congrats on the, obviously your chart position is extremely impressive in the German-speaking countries, and you've had some great reviews. You must be really pleased.
Yeah, it's indeed the first, it's the best position so far in Germany, and it's the first time to have a top 10 in all three countries. So it sounds like it worked out quite well, I think.
Yeah, I think so. So this album, it's been reviewed as heavier compared to 2018's Met Hammer. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, why do you think that? Why do you think this time?
I think we wanted to get heavier since, I think, 2009.
Yeah.
The album, what was it? Mietvernichter, I think. We tried to, but we didn't know how to do it. We were basically not good enough. We were some guys doing funny folk rock and singing about drinking and partying all the time. So we needed a few years on stage to learn how to make harder music. It's not that easy to combine with folk and rock and metal stuff, and you have to practice a lot, and you have to get closer as a band. So that's why we can do what we always wanted to do.
That's cool. So, I mean, on this album, you've got the bonus tracks, which are so fascinating. You're covering Rammstein, Seed, Powerwolf, and even Ed Sheeran. How did you come about to choose those tracks?
We knew we wanted to do some covers, but we didn't have we didn't have a real concept of the songs and the combination of the songs, and that's when we took the title Die Sieben Todsünden, which means Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
And that's how we choose our songs. We said, okay, there are so many songs out there you can cover. There are many songs which fit quite good into our band, but there are also songs which don't fit at all. For example, dancehall reggae, or also Rammstein. To cover Rammstein is some kind of deadly sin, because Rammstein is basically it's perfect.
Perfect.
So
yeah.
I think you make it better than Rammstein.
You did a great job of that, though. You did a great job.
Yeah, thank you. That's why we choose the songs where we have to go out of the comfort zone. Basically.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Deadly Sins, and that's why we choose so different genres between those songs.
I mean, I can understand the Ed Sheeran one as well, because obviously he's got the Lord of the Rings thing, so you've got that theme in there, haven't you?
Sure, yeah. That's also why
you chose it.
I wanted to do it as a big Tolkien fan, and we were quite afraid because we didn't know how the fans would like it when we sing in English. And it was also the first record for me to sing in English. I hope it's okay.
Yeah, you did good.
It sounds quite German, I think, but it comes from the heart. So
because you've also got Lords of Power Met as well, haven't you? So they've got the chorus in English in that as well, haven't you? Which is your own song.
Yeah, that was during the recordings of those cover tracks. We noticed approach and a different attitude when you sing a power metal song in English than in German. So it sounds more like power metal as usual. So we wanted to use the English words as some kind of style in this song. Yeah, so that's why we also. We sung in English.
So on obviously one of the Seven Deadly Sins was Seed's Ding. What a great video and a great track as well. And Melissa Bonney on it. How did you get her involved?
It was some kind of weird fantasy at the beginning. I produced the demo track of the song, and we experimented a lot with our guitarist Hans. He played some metal riffs on this dancehall track and stuff. And then there was this English third verse. and we thought like, okay, who's gonna sing that? I don't know how we're gonna sing that. And the craziest thing I could imagine at that moment was, okay, how great would it be if someone like Arch Enemy, the singer, how is it called?
Yeah.
Alyssa from Arch Enemy. I imagined Alyssa from Arch Enemy walking in, singing the first half of the verse like a sweet lady, and then growling the shit out of this track. And that was the imagination, and we looked for a singer who can do this. So, and that's how we found Melissa Bonney. She was like, she can play the sweet girl as well as the really badass metal singer.
So it certainly works.
That's why we choose that.
So, do you feel like bands like Rammstein have paved a way for German-speaking bands to break out of the language barrier and tour outside the Germanic language zone?
I think so, yeah. I'm quite thankful for it. So, for teaching the world some words in German, like 1, 2, 3, 4 oder Ja, ich will and Feuerfrei or stuff like that. So I think that's how people abroad think, oh yeah, German it's a good metal language, and I think that's true. It's a good language for harsh men singing short words and acting like a machine on stage. You can Rammstein made it possible, made it happen, and now we can use it as a tool for our music.
Yeah, so I mean, what's the overall theme of the album? Do you have a theme for the album, or how do you develop the tongue-in-cheek lyrics with the humour? Obviously, I have to translate the lyrics because I have to do that with bands like Rammstein, as we say. But how do you come about writing?
Yeah, basically, we always made the lyrics with a lot of humor and a lot of jokes in it. So basically, all we had to do on this album is to reduce the amount of jokes to make a cool metal album. So we didn't want to make this stupid and silly humor all the way through. We wanted to make it some more metaphoric and more deeper.
Yeah.
On a deeper state. So you can listen to basically, for example, you can listen to those drinking songs while you're really drunk, and you can also listen to it when you're sober. Yeah. And there's more than just drinking in it. But it's also good when you're really drunk and on a festival and just want to party. You don't have to go deep inside. You can sing along with it. So we want to make all of that possible.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The next thing I was going to say was, when you play to a non-German crowd, how do you translate the humour element without some regular metalheads thinking, what the hell's going on here?
We also tried it out. I think 10 years ago we played in Moscow, and a few years ago we played in Belgium. We had it a few times. It was, we used the visual elements for making it possible for the people to understand what we are talking about, and they managed quite good to understand what we are talking about, because it's easy to understand when you are singing about drinking the time. That's quite easy, and I think nowadays it's the difference between the lyrics nowadays and years ago, but we have those powerful songs, we have those cover songs, we have the visual elements, the dragon, the knight. So I think people will get it. Yeah. And I see it on YouTube and stuff. People listening to the songs and commenting in Russian or in English. I don't think that's a problem. And you can combine a lot of languages. You can combine Latin, German, English. Maybe we try Russian. No, at the moment I'm recording a song on Russian and try to learn it. Yeah, it's cool. It's building bridges between the long distances.
So, would you say in the old days you were a bit more tongue-in-cheek than now?
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, controversial question here. Were you taking a little swing at the folk metal scene? You could hear your music, obviously, alongside bands like, Ensiferum, which is a more serious edge. Are you like the Steel Panther to their Poison?
Yeah, that's a good. I like it. I love Steel Panther. So when you compare us to them, some kind of folky steel Panther. I think it's cool. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, good.
I love it.
Yeah. So is it must be a fun writing process for what you do. You know, I can imagine it being a right blast, right?
Of course. So we love to play with cliches.
Yeah.
And try to really write them hard, write them down, and we don't. Fans always imagine us drinking and partying, and while drinking we are writing the lyrics. So that's of course not true. It's
a bit more serious. So with all the drinking,
especially the drinking songs, you have to be really sober.
Oh yeah, I mean,
otherwise you're repeating stuff which was there 1,000 times.
So I mean, I love visiting Germany. I love the drinking music culture, the beer halls and everything. Have you ever considered dropping a bit of Schlager into it?
Yeah, basically that's I think more true than you think, because I have another band. It's called D'Artagnan. It's like the Musketeers, yeah.
Yeah.
It's some kind of folk rock band which is more into this Schlager thing, this German Schlager thing.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
Playing with it because basically 80s rock is Schlager with electric guitars.
Yeah.
But people in Germany, they hate Schlager, especially the metal scene and the rock scene. They are like vampires, and Schlager is the sunlight, so they hate it.
So what? So what's next for the? So what's next?
You stick into this.
So what's next for the band? What's happening? So you got a tour rescheduled for next year? Is that right?
Yeah, we're playing a tour in January.
Is that European wide, or is that the Germanic countries, or?
Unfortunately, not. I think we are just starting to have some fans outside Germany. So
Definitely.
It's just the beginning of something.
Yeah, I think so.
I think in a few years, we could be able to play a Europe tour.
That'd be great.
Not only a German tour.
That'd be brilliant. I might have to try and get over to Germany to come and see you next year.
Yeah.
So 3 more questions, bit of tongue in cheek, right?
Okay.
Like, what is your favourite choice of drink to drink from a horn?
I'm totally the beer guy.
So gotta be beer, right? Strong German beer.
Franconia in Bavaria, and I love the beer. I also love beer from UK.
Yeah.
Germans think it's really bad, but if you go there and try some more out, I know it. I love beer. It's true.
It's true. Okay. Next question. Favorite medieval battle to have been in?
I'm really interested in the 30 Years' War. It's not at all medieval, but maybe those.
I'll let you have it. You know your history.
I don't want to be there. So
and
I'm really interested in it, but I don't want to be in it.
And last but not least, your favourite medieval weapon of choice?
I'm a quite tall guy, and I think my weapon would be a 1.5-handed long sword.
Yeah, I think mine will be an axe, so we could be together and sort the world out. That'd be pretty cool. Hodi, thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Good luck with the album and good luck with the tour next year.
Thank you.